Hi guys, today we are going to recap a manhwa where the main character is loser but his life suddenly changes when he logs into a virtual game. He gains immense power and becomes one of the most powerful person. The story begins with a man, who is carrying a large heavy capsule-like thing on his back. This is trash. What? You didn't even look at it properly. The main character's name is Jin Taekyung. He is an F-rank hunter. The MC has bought a gaming capsule for himself. He is talking to his friend Song Ji-ho, who is retaking university exam for 7 years. You don't understand. Shit is shit. There is no need for anyone to dig through a pile of shit to see if it's actually shit or not. The main character Taekyung is angry at his friend. The Ji-ho tells him to stay away as the main character is a hunter and he cannot fight with civilians. You said that an F-rank hunter like me should not be considered awakened. No, I didn't say that. See, things are already bad for you. If the guild heard that you assaulted a civilian, then you will be fired. But I am already fired. The MC tells his story. I became a hunter since my late father was a hunter. Even though I lacked talent, I was proud of my work ethic. Through sheer effort, I was able to pay my mother's medical bills and I was also able to support my younger sister, but now it feels like everything I have built for the past 7 years had all gone to waste. You are sorry for what you said, right? Asked the MC. Just a little. The MC jumped in excitement and asked his friend to buy him a drink. Both of them left the room and went for drinks. It was January 1, 2015 when all this began. On the new year, we were greeted with the gate. A portal that connected this world to another. The gates, also known as dungeons, started to appear all over the world. Monsters that have never been seen before started to pour out from these gates. It was a battle between awakened beings and monsters. Humans were finally able to defeat the great demon king, Asmodeus, and the war was over. That day was January 1, 2020. And was called Victory Day. After that, monsters stopped coming out of these gates. Hunters would enter these gates to kill the monsters and bring the loot to tell in auction houses. Hunters were awakened beings who surpassed normal human boundaries of power. Amongst them, the MC was one, but he was the lowest rank. A rank F hunter. The MC took his friend who was drunk to his room. He tried to wake him up but his friend was too drunk. The MC sat in a corner and looked at the gaming capsule. He thought of selling it, but then he opened it and found a user's manual. Why would someone put a user manual in an item they were throwing away? The MC saw the user's manual. This capsule was made in year 2020, the same year the war ended. It has 2 warnings. First, the player will not be able to log out. Second, if killed in the game, the player will also die in real life. The MC threw the manual and tried to sleep, but his friend's snore was too loud. The MC entered the capsule in case it was soundproof. The condition of guildless hunters is pretty bad. The MC was lost in his thoughts about the future and he fell asleep. The capsule turned on and automatically registered the MC as he was asleep. Would you like to enter the world of Murim? The system asked, but the MC was asleep so it automatically entered. It is too cold. Did someone open the window? The MC opened his eyes and he saw a beautiful girl sleeping next to him. The MC was shocked as his ball fell out of his mouth. The girl said it is cold in Chinese. The MC looked around him. He woke up the girl and asked where he is. The girl said what? But the MC thought she was telling his name, Sumi. But the girl was saying Shinmi, which means what in Chinese. Then suddenly a system window popped up. The MC was surprised and punched it. He fell from the bed. The system told him all the details and installed a translation package. Now he understood everything. The girl brought him a sober-up soup. The woman's name is Wool Hwa. The MC thought these graphics are too real. Wool Hwa said you are strange today. The system window showed tutorial quest has begun. The MC has to gather information and become familiarized with the current surroundings. The MC asked the women about him and gained the information. He found that his name is Jin Tae Kyung. He is the youngest son of the Jin family residing in Taiyuan. He is currently in the capital of Shan 11 province, which is known as Taiyuan. He is staying at a brothel called Crimson Flower. Wool Hwa is a high-ranking hostess working at this brothel. The Tin family is a prestigious family that represents the Shanxi province. His family is very respected for their good deeds. But he also found out that currently the family is in trouble. Hung Sword sect is trying to find an opening to take over the leadership position of Shanxi province. And their third son is a troublemaker, that is the MC. The system shows he completed the tutorial quest. Then the MC was suddenly hit by the realization that why is he playing the game? He can just log out of the game. The MC said goodbye to Woi Hwa and tried to log out, but nothing happened and the system showed he can't log out. The MC tried all sorts of poses and voices but he can't log out. The MC remembered the manual and then he was struck by the fact that he is stuck in the game. Now the MC is traveling in a horse carriage. He had done all sorts of crazy things to log out but he can't. The MC realized he need to fulfill certain conditions of the game. Then the MC opened the quest menu. The window asked him if he wanted to start tutorial part 2. He has 3 objectives to complete. He has to distribute his status points and ability points and he has to equip an item from inventory. He opened his character profile. He has 100 available points to distribute. The MC tried to increase his chi but he can only increase it by training. He gave 30 points each to strength and stamina and 40 to agility. Suddenly a golden light surrounded him. Now he is a second-rate warrior. Then he opened his skill window. He saw 2 options: physical state and internal state. Based on his fighting experience he gave 60 points to his physical state and 40 to his internal state. He shouted in pain and now he is overflowing with raw strength. He opened his inventory and equipped the item and now with this, he had completed the quest. As a reward, he got a keen spear of the second rate. The menu informed him that tutorial part 3 is going to start. His servant called, Master Jean, it looks like we have a problem. The quest is to eliminate the bandits. The name of the bandit leader is Jang Sam. He never left the vicinity of 5 great mountains. At the age of 20, he became the leader of the ragtag group of thugs. He is also known as Jang Sam of 1,000 strength. He never leaves the vicinity of mountains but for some reason today he made his way out. The bandit leader said to hand over everything you have got. The MC's servant told him there are only 6 of them. The servant asked, should I take care of them? MC was full of joy as he thought the old man was a master martial artist. The bandit leader shouted, you idiots! Did you not hear the name of Jang Sam of 1,000 strength? The old man tried to intimidate the bandits but when the leader asked who you are carrying, the old man returned to MC. The old man said it seems you will have to come out and meet them. All this time the old man was thinking that the person he is escorting is the second son of the Jean family as he started to tell the heroic tales of the second son. The MC tried to deal with the misunderstanding but the old man got fired up and told them they will die today. As he introduced MC as Heavenly Jean Blade, Master Jin Mu Kyung. But the MC said he is Tae Kyung. The old man was surprised and asked, "You are not talking about the useless third son?" The old man fainted in surprise. The bandits started laughing and the leader said he will let them live if they obey his order. The MC prepared for battle. It is 6v/S1. One of the bandits threw his axe but it didn't hit the MC, but he was in fear. He looked at them and realized except for the leader others are weak. The MC raised his hand as he was surrendering and started to walk towards the bandit. As he reached a closer distance, he circulated his chi and with a jump, he lunged at the bandit leader. In midair he equipped his spear and drove it through the chest of the bandit leader, which killed him. The MC leveled up. The other bandit was in fear as the MC called for the next opponent. The window showed he has completed the quest. He gained points and now tutorial quest 4 is available. When the old man woke up, he was surprised to see that all the bandits were defeated by the young lord. He asked, "Are you sure that you are not Master Jin Mu Kyung?" "God damn it! How many times do I have to tell you that I am Jin Tae Kyung?" They left for Jin Family Palace. The MC opened his character profile. The menu showed that part 4 of the quest will begin and the failure penalty will be death. The MC declined the quest, but the window showed that he cannot decline the tutorial quest. The MC angrily declined the quest, but the system automatically accepted it. The MC was sitting on the floor in disappointment. The system notification showed that his chi circulation will now begin. Since this is MC's first time, he shall receive a helper for this quest. The system asked, will he move to where the quest helper is located? The MC declined, but the system automatically accepted. The MC was cursing at his luck. The space in front of MC distorted and now he was standing in white space. An old man in a white robe asked him to come over. The old man told him to sit comfortably. The MC thought in his mind that to control the chi circulation you have to sit in the lotus position. But the old man said that doesn't matter. The MC realized that the old man can hear his thoughts. The old man abruptly stood up and pinched MC's pressure point and told him not to worry as he has only unopened his meridians. The old man stood behind the MC and put his hand on his back. The old man then started to recite the verses of the Jin family's cultivation technique. The system showed the message to follow the light within the meridians. The MC started doing that. He completed his chi circulation. He has now learned a new skill, chi sense. With the help of this he can see other people's chi. Now he has unlocked the main quest. The MC opened his eyes. He felt amazing as he rested very well. Young master, we have arrived at the Jin family's estate in Taiwan. Thanks for watching. This is the first part of the manhwa. If you liked the video content, please subscribe to the channel for more content like this. Next part will be uploaded soon.